What's going on, traders? Another day, another dollar. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. So today it is Friday. Let me just check the date. Is November 24th, the day after Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all had an amazing Thanksgiving. Let's go ahead and cover one of the most common stocks that people have requested this entire, almost month, because of its continuous upward pattern. So this is SQ, this is Square, multi-billion-dollar company, and ever since its earnings report, it has not stopped, increasing in price. And I think this would be a great time to cover. As you guys can see by the title, this is just my generic approach of how to expect a pullback or how to know when a stock has hit somewhat of a resistance. So let's look at a 180-day analysis. As we can see, SQ has been experiencing a amazing uptrend. We've been covering SQ for quite a while, and then it came back into our radar after its earnings because of its really strong push. Like it was experiencing up like an up pattern, but it would pull back, it would kind of consolidate, it would pull up, consolidate. But ever since its last earning, it has just been pushing nonstop. I think you guys can see its volume recently has been much greater. And now, a lot of people have been writing SQ for quite some time, and we could see that there's somewhat of a resistance at $50. And how can we see that, right? How can you know that, $50 is somewhat of a resistance? Well, you can see that a majority of the time when it tries to hit that price point, that it experiences a pullback. And that's a pattern that it has not, SQ has not really experienced in the past couple of weeks. So with that being said, we can somewhat say that, $50 is a resistance, but just in case SQ does have a sudden break of $50, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my alert. I want to make sure that I stay up to date because I think, because it has been acting as a resistance, if it does break $50, then I think there might be a somewhat of a volume spike. With that being said, I saw when there was somewhat of a resistance at $50, it had a pretty decent sell-off. It was not able to break over $50 all during, pre-market hours. And then during, the entire day, it pretty much tried to recover. And now we're seeing the same thing. We're seeing somewhat of a resistance now at $49. So what does that mean? Well, if it continues this pattern where it can't break this resistance and then it's seeing somewhat of a experiencing a pullback right at market open, then you would almost just expect that at the moment right now, as SQ the best buy. You just have to ask yourself, out of every stock that is in your watch list and that you see value in, let's say it has that same type of pullback. I think the pullback can be to lows of $46. But the pullback from $46 all the way up to if it recovers like 75% of its normal price, so it would be about $48. So that'd be 4.48%, with a pullback. And if it comes back to 48, similar to what it did here when it had that pullback and came back to almost its highs of about 49.50, but it hit highs of about $49. So right now it's at that same resistance that it was at $49, and it's already trending down. So with that being said, I'm going to set my alerts as this thing starts trending down, see if I can identify a low point, and then revisit the idea, hey, is SQ a good day trade? Do I still think that SQ is a good swing trade, meaning that I hold it for a number of days? I don't think so because of the resistance it offers at $50. That's kind of where it's peaked out at. So with that being said, I would feel much more comfortable for this thing to sell off, right, to anywhere around $47 to $46. Validate the bounce. So just make sure that we're seeing some form of an uptrend pattern. And then with that being said, I can revisit the idea, okay, from $46, is it worth getting in there intraday and to later sell at $48 for a 4.3% potential profit compared to every other stock in my watch list? That's the question that you have to ask yourself, and that's the question that you have to answer yourself, right? No one can tell you where to buy or where to sell. But I just wanted to give you guys an understanding that SQ has been showing signs of continuous uptrend, but it has broken its pattern with that resistance that it's been experiencing at $50. So I just wanted to make sure that was present and that we for all those that are up, you guys might want to just visit the idea of a potential reversal. Therefore, covering profits wouldn't be the worst idea, right? But let's go ahead and cover. Let's see what you guys have to say. All right, so we have someone asking about Mara. So it looks like Mara is up. It does have its earnings call on the 27th. It is up during pre-market hours. But if you see this one during pre-market hours, do you see how Mara is already starting to experience somewhat of a pullback? Do you see that? How it pumped up, hit highs of 467, and it's been showing signs of a downtrend ever since there. It's trying to bounce off this golden VWAP, so we can kind of validate $3 as a support and 350 as a resistance, as it's not breaking that specific price point. It's bouncing around this area, but it's showing more signs of a downtrend than anything, and it came from lows of $1.39. So that's not necessarily something that I would feel comfortable trading. Looks like we have 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining. Let's see what else we can cover. Very quickly, it looks like UGAS is still trending down just like we expected. So that means DGAS, its inverse, is still trending up. And it just hit $30. That's kind of the overall resistance that we called out. So if you look at the 180-day analysis, that's exactly the resistance that we called out about 2 days ago, that we said this is most likely where it's going to peak out at, and then we'll start seeing signs of reversal. So I think intraday, as in day trades, if we can see a bounce within you guys because it's down so much, right, at that $8 price point. So I think intraday, not swing trade, all within 1 day. Just know that today's days are shortened with hours available for trading, but it has somewhat of a support at $8.30. I'm going to wait and set my alerts for a sign of a reversal, and I think this thing does have the potential to try to recover some of the profits or some of the price that it has lost. So yeah, intraday, I think you guys would be something to look at, and it offers 5% potential for profit. AMD, let's look at it a little bit more big picture. AMD still consolidating at around 1150, so nothing crazy there. TAL, we called out the support at $27. Still waiting for the validation. Looks like it's still consolidating around that price point. Let's go ahead and revisit XXII. Looks like it did experience somewhat of a pullback. Right now it's around 235, nothing crazy. CENX, if I'm not mistaken, this thing is currently up. Just like we called out, I'm waiting for the break above 1370, and I think we might actually get that today. But this today is shortened hours, and do I want to hold CENX over the weekend? That's a question to ask yourself, right? And then I wanted to revisit GoPro. GoPro has been trending up ever since our call out. It did experience somewhat of a resistance within the past couple of days. But as you guys can see, right now it's at 861. So it is up on the day, but realistically, we want to make sure that we can make new highs, and that would be around 870, 875 and stuff like that. But KEM also, I think, offers a lot of good potential for profit. So if you look at the 180-day, we can see the support that it offers at about $16, resistance at 20, and it's already showing signs of an uptrend. It did experience a pullback, but it's in that pullback that it offered the most potential, and it looks like it's actually trending up. So with that being said, I think that this would be a good one to keep your eyes on. Let's see how you guys is performing intraday. Let's see if that call out was good. Looks like it's still consolidating there, and we just have to wait for the break to start indicating signs of an uptrend. I want to see how SQ's. Okay, so SQ looks like it's starting to try to show signs of an uptrend. So I would set my alerts if it breaks above $49, just to make sure I'm kept up to date on what it is that SQ continues to do. So. Alrighty. But that's pretty much it, guys. All the links are down below if you guys want to stay connected with our free networking group. We have a little bit over 59,000 members within our networking platform. Feel free to join. We'd love to be a part of your success. If you guys have not subscribed already, I do upload daily videos, and I would love to be a part of your success any way that I can. Again, this is our free Facebook group, as well as, if you guys did not know, for all those that have been asking about the TechBuds apparel, we just launched the version 2 for the TechBuds apparel. They start at $10. So if you guys want to check it out, it's the entrepreneur gear. Feel free to click the first link in the description, and you guys can go ahead and check it out. But like always, guys, continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives you in your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.